Week 1 fantasy football quarterback and tight end streams. Let's get it. Michael Penix Jr. faces a Buccaneers defense that allowed the fourth most fantasy points per game to quarterbacks and the fourth most passing yards last season. Through 3 starts, he averaged 33.33 passing attempts, so Atlanta let him sling it, and 245.67 passing yards. He capped off the season with a 26-point performance. There's going to be a passing script in this game against a solid Buccaneers passing offense. Trevor Lawrence faces a Panthers defense that allowed the third most fantasy points per game to quarterbacks, and they were also top 10 in passing yards allowed last season. Through 9 full games played, T-Law finished a third of them with over 21 fantasy points last season. Brian Thomas Jr. was elite as a rookie last year. Travis Hunter can play a dynamic role, and I think that T-Law can have that Liam Cohen to Baker Mayfield sort of impact. I think the breakout year is in 2025, and it starts in week 1. And shifting to tight ends, I'm stacking here. I like Brenton Strange of the Jaguars against the Panthers. The Panthers were the second best matchup for tight ends in points per game allowed, and again were top 10 in passing yards allowed last season. Strange had 4 top 10 fantasy weeks last year. Again, I think Liam Cohen is going to elevate this offense, and it's unknown what Travis Hunter's role is going to be in week 1. My other tight end to stream this week is Hunter Henry against the Raiders, who were the third best matchup in fantasy points per game allowed to tight ends last season. Henry finished the year as the tight end 12 in total fantasy points. He had 5 weeks of 13-plus fantasy points. He led New England in both targets and receiving yards last year. We don't know what Stephon Diggs' health percentage is for week 1, and who else steps up? Demario Douglas, maybe Kyle Williams. I think the safest role in this offense is Hunter Henry in week 1.